2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And we get to see the Brow in action tonight. Scary that it's still so early in his career. Kenny, just how good can Anthony Davis get?
Well, he's
Look
dominant.
at that brow you got right there.
Oh,
Whoa,
I have a double brow.
Man, that thing has a
duo
taken on
brow?
a life
I have
of
a
its
double
own.
brow. I have a
Duo brow.
Yeah. It
Weighs
does.
about 14 pounds.
It's
doesn't
thick,
it?
though. It's thick, but it's a duo.
Anyway, AD.
Well, anyway, he's dominant in almost every aspect of the game. A big guy who can handle the ball. He can run the floor. He can shoot jump shots. He can defend. And he's a force anywhere you put him.
I want to see how smart you guys are.
Okay.
If he was a reptile, which reptile would he be?
Oh, a raptor.
Ernie,
If he were a reptile,
what would he be?
he'd be,
Taking too long, Ernie. He'd be a versatilian.
Ooh.
Team should be nervous of what he can do in 3 years. You like that?
Versatilian.
Versatilian.
That
like
is.
that.
I'm surprised that you've waited this long to break that one out. A versatilian.
Dr. O'Neal, baby.
Okay.
Amphibious.
Kevin Harlan, it's all yours.
And it's the Wizards on the road for this one with an interconference game today. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Pelicans hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. Going up against a capable opponent, but you see their confidence. This one they feel they should win. They'll look to come out strong and show they're the better team.
And I think for New Orleans, they're placing themselves right among the league's top teams here in the early start. It doesn't look to me like they're in any danger of getting off to a slow start.
Well, Greg, no. They've started the season the right way. There are teams that have been better, but I'm sure they're happy with how they've played so far.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2 guard to a 6'10 big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoes, I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, D.A. And now, Chris, a few games under their belts, we're seeing some inexperienced guys take that next step, make that leap.
Well, yeah, I mean, guys are really doing a great job on that level and given the opportunity to play in this game. And it's maybe because so many young players are being counted on for big roles now. You know, the game has kind of changed where in the past they would be on the side learning from a veteran and being kind of introduced and slowly introduced to the game. Right now, though, guys, we've seen what they've done in college. We know that they've had great coaches and great coaching. And so, yes, the bar has moved up where we expect younger players to do more because the game is built for younger players. Fast pace,
right,
speed of the game, shooting threes, just having fun out there. And so, yeah, I think a lot more is expected of young guys. And I think they're embracing the fact that they have a lot more responsibility.
And now Washington's starting group. Porter and Morris make up the forward spots. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. And it's Howard in at the center position. Now here's Porter. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. Beal against Moore. Outside Hill. Back to Moore. This one for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Moore's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Pelicans. And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. It's a 3-point game. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, it was a coin flip game. Both teams had chances to win. They pushed them as far as overtime. They ran out of gas.
Now Holiday. Bradley Beal missing from long range. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okafor. Off the left rim and out. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Porter against Hill. Porter finds Wall. Morris with the ball. Over Holiday. And another miss by Washington.
Not getting anything to fall here early. 4 straight misses to start the game.
And here is Moore. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston. The shot by Holiday, no good. And Beal kicks to Wall. Over Holiday. And another miss by Washington. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Inside. Wall with the steal. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lets it go with a 3. The offensive rebound. The shot will not fall. New Orleans leading by 3. Holiday looking for an opening. Passes to Moore. He kicks it to Hill. Over Porter. Okafor trying to get open. Hill, no good. And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. Still without a basket in the game. Beal the pass to Morris. Moore against Beal. The pass to Wall. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Morris with the bucket.
Morris is excellent at cashing in on the catch and shoot. I mean, he's terrific at firing off the pass.
The Pelicans have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personality.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Holiday dishes to Moore. Outside, Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one hits back iron.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
Here's Wall. Morris trying to free himself up. Count that one. Wall's got his first 2 points of the night.
And you got to push Wall out of the paint. I mean, he's got the explosiveness to wreak havoc in it.
Holiday against Wall. And Holiday kicks to Hill. Here's Okafor. And no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. Last time they met was in Washington.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
And that's what led them to a blowout win. Offensively, they were solid, but their defense was what really carried them. This is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Hill has the open look. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Hill's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Holiday against Wall. Pass to Howard. Morris inside. And it's Wall in the corner. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Hill. Porter, no luck. New Orleans has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Outside Hill. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
And here's a look at some numbers for Drew Holiday. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. and he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Tries a three. Washington with the rebound. Outside, Wall. Ball's knocked loose. Hill against Porter. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Holiday. Hill's got 5 now.
You know, some hard-nosed basketball right there. Getting in tight and taking it right to the deep.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Howard, the pass to Wall. And another miss by Washington.
The struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
To the right side. Here's Holiday. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Now here's Moore. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Holiday against Wall. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his first 2 points.
He's 1 for 4 to start the game. Now, I know he's disappointed with that, but we got a long way to go.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. C-Web, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they can throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Wow. Who's on my team in the corner? What shooter's in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh, no, this is the NBA. It's the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else. Shot clock at 3. Here's Rivers. And again, Washington, no good.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
And Randall throws it down.
Anytime Randall gets near the rim, you better look out. It's about to be a brutal finish.
Satoransky with it. Now Payton defending. And Satoransky kicks to Mahinmi. To halt the run. Good D by Miller.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when it left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Outside Mirotic. Out to the right wing. Here's Clark. Coming in off a 12-point game, his last outing. From deep. They get it back. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Washington calls timeout.
And last season, a bit of a breakout one for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and shot a career best from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player despite what was a turbulent season.
Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. In the third position, the Wizards.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Fades away, and it falls over the rim and in. And with Mirotic, Greg, as you alluded, his year last year had a lot of ups and downs.
You know, he missed a good stretch of the season with that broken jaw from the fight he had with a teammate, and then the trade demands to get out of Chicago shortly after coming back. And despite all this, his defense and rebounding were dramatically improved and really a key contributor on offense.
Bucket is good.
One of the young power forwards, Randall, one of the best off the dribble drive.
Wizards trail by 7. Now Satoransky. 17 points for him last game against Houston.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
Now here's Rivers. Just 4 to shoot. Great open look there. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Miller finds Mirotic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Rivers. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Here's Clark. No points in the game yet for him. Payton outside. Mirotic against Rivers. Mirotic's shot is off. Wizards trail by 4. Shoots over Mirotic. Green, no luck. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Mahinmi against Randall. There's the dish to Payton. Back to Randall. On the wing, Miller takes a 3. Satoransky grabs the miss. And so Satoransky will bring it up for Washington. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Rivers. Defense is right there. Outside Mirotic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's now 7 points for Nikola Mirotic. Wizards trail by 7. Satoransky with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's Rivers on the wing. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Payton against Satoransky. And here is Payton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Randall. That misses off the backboard. And so it's New Orleans, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age, but his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
It helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting first quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Wizards 5 right now. Green is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Mahinmi in at the 5. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Mahimi's got his first points of the game.
Too many inches being given up in that matchup. I mean, he's got no chance of putting a stop to that layup.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Here's Satoransky following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Over Randall. They grab their own miss. Mahimi kicks to Satoransky. Passes it to Oubre. Back to Satoransky. Over Payton. That's short off the rim. Pelicans leading by 9. At times for the Wizards, playing with discipline, Chris, has been a challenge.
Yeah, it's been a problem. They tend to commit a lot of turnovers at times, a lot of personal fouls. Some say it's the way they play, but I don't buy into that. You can play fast and loose and still take care of the ball, but it's hard to sustain winning when you're not disciplined.
Washington calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Mirotic. Hill comes in for Darius Miller. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Ian Clark. And it's Holiday in for Payton. Now Holiday following the three-point attempt by John Wall. From deep, traps in the tray. Wall's got his second bucket tonight.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. Over Morris. Rebounded by the Wizards. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Holiday against Wall. Lets it go from deep. And again, Washington with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Holiday finds Davis. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Wall. Holiday goes in. No good on the shot. Wall with some nice defense.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field. But if you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Now here is Holiday. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Boston. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's stolen by Morris. Beal deciding where to go with it. Morris right side. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Hill. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Morris. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Hill's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Davis. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now, here is Morris. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
Don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
Here's Morris. They trail by 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Outside Hill. Can they get it? He's off on that one. Now Washington takes it the other way. Shoots. Beal can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 3. Holiday dishes to Moore. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now here is Holiday. He has been a nice option for them offensively and is averaging more than 17 points a game.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now the pass to Beal. Beal can't get that one to fall. New Orleans in the lead. And E'Twaun Moore has always been a solid shooter in the NBA, Greg, and he's continued to grow in that department.
I mean, just look at the career numbers from deep in terms of efficiency. In the last few years, he started to take on more and more volume in terms of the three-point shot. Hasn't changed his percentages, though, at all. And I would give him the green light as much as he wants from beyond.
Here's Moore, following the basket by John Wall. And Moore kicks to Holiday. No good from outside. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Washington. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
And he makes the first. And John Wall is such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
And so John Wall nails both of them. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of 2, one being Anthony Davis. The fact that he can get his shot, he's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a 3. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the 3. He can get it at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. We talk so much about Beal's scoring, Chris, but what about his commitment now to getting others involved?
Oh, yeah. Last year, he averaged around 4.5 assists per game. It's gotten to the point where he can slide over to that point guard's role, and the offense doesn't miss a beat.
And that one misses.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018, a top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
Now here's Wall. 14 points for him. Howard at the elbow. Kicks to Beal. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the three-pointer. Beal's got 5 points so far. And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
They lean on him for a big portion of their scoring with a good reason.
Morris outside. Oh, Morris in position. No good that time.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
It's back to Hill. Dishes to Holiday. And it's Davis at the elbow. Great look, but off the mark.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
To the middle. Morris passes to Wall. Beal from long range, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. 8 points for Beal.
That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Outside Holiday. And Okafor has it in the corner to the right side. Moore finds Holiday over Morris. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
The Pelicans trail. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. New Orleans making some changes here. Mirotic comes in for Hill, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Ejuan Moore. And a switcher also for Washington. Jeff Green is checked in for Markieff Morris. Here is Davis. He had 28 points in the win against Boston.
And his impact wasn't just on offense. He played great D, blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game.
Now here is Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Davis kicks to Holiday. Shoots a 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Holiday's got 5. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Wall against Payton. Outside, Wall. The teardrop falls in. He's got 16.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Green against Davis. Payton kicks to Holiday. Fader on the way. And it's Okafor missing. Here's Washington. They're on a 14-5 run here. Wall's shot is off. And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Here's Payton, following the basket by John Wall. Payton kicks to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Over Green. And he overshot that one, missing.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Wall looking it over. Pass to Beal. There's the triple. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 6. Payton kicks to Davis. Over Green. Got it from 16 feet. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here's Wall. He's got 18. Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Payton passes to Mirotic. 3-pointer. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And this is what Mirotic does best. A knockdown 3-ball specialist. Doesn't hesitate in pulling the trigger.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Wall kicks to Howard. Beal from long range. Mirotic grabs the miss. Outside Holiday. To the paint. Davis inside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Wizards lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is defense going to be in the second half to help you get this win?
It's going to be big. That's what it's going to come down to. Defense wins games.
It certainly does, Alfred. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello! You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here at this beautiful table. This is a beautiful table.
What is this, oak?
It is. It's, I think it's teak.
Oh, teak.
There's Shaq. There's Kenny.
Polished oak.
Teak. It's very
Polished
nice.
teak.
It's very nice.
You mean antique?
No, it's just teak.
Teak.
I have an antique.
For Washington, it was a challenging first quarter. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. One of the stories in the first half for them is they shot much better in the second quarter and even 50% from the field. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, it's always a little bit of a challenge playing on the road, but they came in mentally prepared and physically prepared. The energy in the arena was fierce, but they didn't cave in.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back to New Orleans, everyone. Glad to have you with us tonight as we take a peek at all the happenings just outside of Bourbon Street. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his passing in the first half really was impressive.
Yeah, and some of it is based on how the defense is playing you. He didn't force things. Instead, he rewarded his teammates.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Holiday and Moore are the guards. Hill and Davis are the forwards. And it's Okafor in at the 5 down low. That's the Pelicans 5. Morris with the block.
Oh, man, look at Morris use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Yeah, they'd love to get a bunch more of those in this half.
Now here is Davis. Over Morris. And that one hits back iron. Washington leading now by 5. Here's Beal. And Washington again with the bucket.
Oh, the mid-range game of Beal is so solid. The D has to be right up on him when he's on this area of the floor.
Holiday against Wall. Moore outside. Back to Holiday. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And Wall kicks to Howard. Outside Beal. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the middle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Davis kicks to Moore. Passes it to Davis. Over Morris. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Anthony Davis.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Now here's Wall. 20 points for him. Down low. Here's Howard. Banked in off the glass. Howard's got the lead up to 7 now for Washington.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morris against Holiday. Leans inside. It's John Wall with the rebound. Wall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Beal. That one, no good. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
It's his first trip to the line.
He's been doing really nice work at the line, 83%.
First one falls for him. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
Now, here's Wall, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. That one good for 2. Wall's got 22 points.
Listen, you better respect the moves of Wall. He has a great sense for where to go when he has the ball.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. The kick out to Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists tonight. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. To the left wing. Wall draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is New Orleans. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. He kicks to Davis. And it's sent back by Morris. And Davis puts it in. The Wizards with the lead. All with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And there's the pass to Mahimi. Here's Wall. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Outside Hill. Kicks it to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And let's review some numbers for John Wall. Averaging around 26 points per, almost 2.5 steals and 4 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Pass to Mahimi. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded by Hill. It's stolen by Randall. Outside Hill. The shot, no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Pelicans shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Miller comes in for Hill, and Ian Clark subbed in for Drew Holiday. And then for Washington, Green, he's checked in for Mahinmi. And Zedaransky subbed in for John Wall. And it's tied up with that one. Here's Zedaransky. Morris outside. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Payton, he's checked in for more.
Substitution for your Pelicans.
Rivers passes to Oubre. Here's Morris. Zedaransky in the corner. 3 on the clock. Over Payton. The good-looking shot from the wing. Zedaransky's got his second bucket.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
Payton looking around. Davis down low. Zedaransky covering. Yep, that one goes in there. Payton's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Zedaransky kicks to Rivers. Now here's Oubre. He's defended by Randall. Beyond the arc. Rivers can't get it to go. For New Orleans, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. That puts them in the lead. And now it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
From 12 feet out. Morris, no good. Pelicans leading by 3. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
They get it back to the wing right side. Here's Clark. Over Green. No good from Clark. Now Rivers. Pass to Zedaransky. Morris outside. Rivers gets a wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Davis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Shoots over Zedaransky. And it's Davis missing.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Rivers passes to Zedaransky. Oubre with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Clark. Randall outside. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
That's a major league catch and flush right there. Randall's not a high flyer, but showing some explosiveness at the rim that time.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Washington calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in. Payton against Zedaransky. And here's Rivers. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Payton finds Mirotic. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Look at Miritic's touch inside. Miritic understands how to score deep in the paint.
Here's Rivers, and the Wizards hit again from deep. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Payton outside. Over Rivers. No good from Payton. Washington's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Randall against Satoransky. Morris kicks to Rivers. Passes it to Oubre. And here is Morris. Over Miller. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Oubre. And now a 3-point Wizards lead. New Orleans has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. To the inside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
That one misses for Davis. Mirotic. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Beal, the pass to Howard. It's stolen by Randall. He kicks to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Well, yeah, guys. I mean, in a close game like this, that can really get a team rolling.
Here's Beal, following the score by New Orleans. Porter finds Howard. Green breaking loose. Howard can't hit. And so Payton will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Mirotic passes to Holiday. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Now, here's Satoransky. Beal from long range. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Holiday against Beal. 5 to shoot. Porter with the steal.
And this is where you milk the clock.
You're exactly right. No reason to give your opponent another crack at this. It's all you.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Shoots over Mirotic. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Washington trailing. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Otto Porter Jr. Wall out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Howard. And it's Beal in at the 3. Here's Wall. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Wall's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Wizards. New Orleans has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Randall. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, great presence inside the painted area. This is where Randall's most effective.
And Wall kicks to Beal. And it's off from 3-point range. Randall finds Holiday. And it's off from 3-point range. Washington shooting 47%, pretty solid. And the pass to Porter. All with it. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. Over Moore. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Okafor's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Moore dishes to Mirotic. Holiday, the pass to Mirotic. Porter against Randall. Here's Mirotic. But they get it back. Moore against Beal. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Friday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. Then on Sunday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Wall's shot is good.
Look, when Wall is aggressively taking it to the rack like that, it doesn't matter what D you throw at him.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And Moore kicks to Okafor. He dishes it to Holiday. Looking to get it going, and the basket is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside, Beal. The dish to Porter. From deep, it's good from long range. And the Wizards lead by 2.
Look at how Porter just exploits that screen and roll that time. He's always prepared to shoot off the pick.
Holiday against Beal. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
Now here's Beal. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Well, your Bill is used to coming up against tough defenses. He welcomes the challenge they present.
And Holiday kicks to Moore. Bounce pass from Randall. Pass to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
So it's Washington now, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Porter. Okafor grabs the miss. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, look, Julius Randle making an effort to up his physical condition. Look, you love his motor, and he wants to be able to handle dealing with larger assignments, as he can often give up height on most plays against most players. He's one of the more consistent presence on the floor.
That free throw good from Randall. And see Webb with Randall's production. He's shown to be versatile in where he can line up as well.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, he came into this league as a small forward, but he has seen some time as a small ball 5. I mean, that's crazy. The focus on conditioning, that's helped him in that regard. He's turned his defense from a weakness into a strength as he continues to improve his game.
Both free throws good from Randall.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Wall finds Howard. Back to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
This is a player who has nights where he can just explode, and we're witnessing a big-time John Wall explosion tonight.
For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Wall against Holiday. A floater. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
Wizards making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Free throw, good, Holiday. Wizards trail by 3. Rivers passes to Porter. Morris kicks to Howard. Over Okafor. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 8 points for Howard.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Seems weird, doesn't it, to call Howard an old-school type player? Because, see, Webb, I remember when he was considered new school.
Oh, yeah, I do too. That's when I played against him. I mean, yeah, the explosiveness at his size that back then felt new. But he was your classic back-to-the-basket, rim-protecting center. And once you feed him the ball, it was rarely coming back out.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Holiday against Wall. Outside Hill. Okafor in the post. Working on Howard. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got it all tied up now for New Orleans. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Okafor against Howard. Outside, Wall. Pass to Morris. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Porter launches it. Pelicans pull it in.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
I'm not a doctor, but nothing about that play screams minor injury. Obviously, this could be a real concern.
Green, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Washington has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Rivers kicks to Green. Rivers surveying the D. Right through the D for the layup.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
Holiday finds Okafor. And here's Moore outside. Morris with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Passes it to Wall. It's Rivers on the wing. Over Randall. Rivers can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Randall no good. For Washington, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Rivers against Moore. And it's Wall in the corner. Out to Morris. There's the pass to Rivers. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. And Anthony Davis is checked in for New Orleans. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. Morris outside. Holiday against Wall. 6 to shoot. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Pelicans with possession here. The Pelicans trail. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Oh, man. Well, now he's going to be walking a tight line. I mean, one more foul, and his night is a wrap.
Here's Okafor.
Look at the hard-nosed defense. I mean, Howard just makes an effort to contest every shot he can.
A drive by Beal.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Washington's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Wall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And give Wall credit. I mean, he's fought through the knee injuries, an elite difference maker out there on the floor.
Shooting for Washington, John Wall, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. That's off as well, so he misses both. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46, 47%.
Floater's a tough shot, even when you're that close to the bucket.
The Wizards shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Kicks to Howard. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Now, this is what great players do. Howard relishes the chance to hit these important shots.
Hill against Rivers. Moore outside. Beal with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Moore. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Bradley Beal picks one up.
At the line for your Pelicans, Ejuan Moore, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Moore nails both of them.
He's not about to let those points get away. I mean, he knows they're going to need him tonight.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Right side, Beal. With the floater. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
I like how Bill draws these type of fouls. Excellent at working the D and forcing their hand.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead.
Now, when Bill is healthy, he's a force on the court. He's a fantastic shooter with a lightning-quick release.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
New Orleans has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Davis. No good on that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Pass to Wall. Inside. It's stolen by Hill. Down low. Davis inside, covered by Morris. And Davis puts it in.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's his first foul. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
Sinks it.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. Good. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
Washington calls timeout. The score knotted at 95. 50 seconds left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
.50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Green. Good.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timely.
.41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Okafor dishes to Moore. Good! A huge shot to tie it up. And this crowd ecstatic. They are pumped up.
And what a huge shot. You talk about an excited arena.
Wall against Holiday. Wall draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. A crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Wall against Holiday. Outside, Davis. Over Morris. Can't cash in. And Scott Brooks wants a timeout. Outside Howard. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. I'm New Orleans, back in a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
It's been a nice clean game, huh?
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Washington, Wall and Rivers the guards. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. And it's Beal in at the small forward. And Okafor with the block. Holiday goes in. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Washington shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. It's stolen by Davis. Now here is Holiday. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Here is Wall. Lets it fly. And the shot is long.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Well, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Outside, Beal. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go with Davis heading to the hoop. And Davis throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
Here's Rivers following the score by New Orleans. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wall. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Wall's got 35.
And these are the possession Wall loves taking hold of. Outstanding at scoring in these important moments.
To the middle. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Beal. He kicks to Howard. Back to Beal. Over Moore. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bradley Beal.
I love seeing Beal come alive in moments like this. When his team needs him, he steps up to the plate.
Moore outside. Passes to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Wall passes to Morris. with some arc, and he lays it up and in. And now just a 1-point Pelican lead.
Oh, Morris welcomes these type of pressure situations. He likes showing he has what it takes to nail these shots.
No good from Moore.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Rivers kicks to Wall. Back to Rivers. On the wing, Morris. Shot clock at 6. Wall, that's a 2-pointer. A miss that time would have put him up. The Pelicans have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Wall, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Saransky's checked in for the Wizards.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Wizards trail by 4. Outside, Beal. Over Hill. And good! He nails it. 27 points for Bradley Beal.
And what poise from Beal. Phenomenal at stepping up his game in the clutch.
And Moore kicks to Davis. To the paint. Here's Okafor. The kick out to Holiday. Hill deciding where to go with it. And again, New Orleans has no luck. It's stolen by Hill. Holiday inside the line. That one off the back iron and out.
Look, he had all the time in the world to get the jumper off. Maybe it was too much time.
It's stolen by Davis. And an intentional foul right there. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up missing both free throws.
Yeah, just a golden opportunity that's lost right there. Now, we still got a game.
Washington calls timeout. They're behind by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
Yeah, Greg, and I say you go for the dagger. I mean, try to get that big 3. That'll win you the game.
Here's Rivers. No good from 3-point territory. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Washington calls timeout. They trail by 3. 11 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. And Satoransky kicks to Rivers. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Knocked away. Davis finds Holiday. Buries the triple. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.